Thanks for coming to Tough Crowd. I'm in the middle of eating something. I've got some comedians here who are going to say what they really think, not realizing that what they're really doing is committing career suicide. Because when I was growing up in my neighborhood, jobs and schools, and all were racially mixed. We insulted each other based on stereotypes. Irish were drunks, Italians were dumb, blacks were criminals, and the Puerto Ricans had 3 kids by the time they were 12. Now, was that stereotyping or objective journalism? That's what we're going to find out tonight. Pigs in a blanket today. Yeah, I know, folks. Now listen, in today's phony and polite society, there's no free speech. If it is deemed offensive by any special interest group, self-imposed and media-sanctioned McCarthyism. That's what I said. We dismiss life experience and fear being accused of the ultimate crime today, profiling. For instance, when I was a bartender, if my people came in the bar, 3 red-haired Irish kids with freckles and Celtic jackets and yellow eyebrows, as Nick says, I would think the same thing as any bartender. Uh-oh. I wouldn't think here are 3 gentlemen who want to have a couple of cocktails and quietly leave with a nice tip. I think there's going to be 4 broken glasses, a couple of missed sucker punches thrown at their best friends. I'll be cleaning vomit out of the bathroom after everyone leaves, and there's going to be a wet, ripped dollar bill in the bar as a tip. And then 2 days later, some half-cousin's going to go, that's McNulty's kid. He's actually really sorry about what happened. He's clean, like, he's been cleaning sober since Tuesday. He really doesn't mean, and then wait for it to happen next time. So my question is stereotyping based on ignorance of a race or experience with a race? Greg?
Well, stereotypes are fact. I mean, they're real. That's why they stick, But there are lots and lots of exceptions to all of them. Like, you normally don't think of jockeys as being black. But Kevin here is an exception.
Because he's short, Colin.
Oh, all right.
Matter of fact, he rode Judy to the show.
Good night.
Hello.
Now I don't feel so bad. I don't feel so bad about myself, at least. Maybe that's what the show's supposed to be. Kev, you're new to the show, and you've gotten a rather rude welcome from the crew. Let me ask you about police profiling. What do you think? Now, because a lot of black people say the police profile and they don't like it, but this guy looks exactly like you, yes? No, but I'm saying, not to be racist about it, but don't you think it's right for the cops if they saw you in this neighborhood, the Upper East Side, to take you and throw you against the hood of the car and smash your face into the windshield, give you a couple of smacks? No?
I'm going to tell you something. The fact that Colin asked me that question shows that police profiling is unfair. All right? Now, I'm sorry, but white people, y'all don't go through what we go through. How often are you
red
pulled
lights?
No. How often are y'all pulled out your car for nothing, for driving with one hand and immediately beating? No, you're not. You're in the comfort of your own cars. You're driving and you do what you normally do. You look at us and put a thumbs up to the cops because that's what you want to see.
You know what? I'm so tired of hearing. Black guys always talk about the disadvantages of being black all the time. What about the advantages, Kevin? If you were white, you wouldn't be nearly as adorable. And you know that's true. This guy's gonna be a big star. If you were a 4-foot tall white guy, you'd have no options in show business. I mean, really, you'd be like a little elf, little Santa's helper during Christmas time. That would be it.
But I would be happy. I wouldn't complain. That's the bottom line. Now the thing is, black people, we go through a lot. All right. Now I'm sorry, with the cop thing, you can't tell me, Greg, how many times have you been driving and pulled over and questioned about your papers in your car? Is your insurance straight?
But like you said, you drive with one hand. No white people drive like that except the Italians.
Nick doesn't drive. I'm asking Greg. Greg,
wait a minute. How many times have I been?
How many times have you been pulled over, Greg?
Because your cousin stole my car. What happened?
All right. Racial stereotypes, obviously, no one's going to give in. What about physical stereotypes? Judy?
No, I am a large person, and people don't think I'm sensitive at all.
Because you're large?
Yeah, when you're big, people think you don't have as many feelings.
And they should.
Shut up. He's jealous because he's, 4-foot black guy, And no, it's tough.
So you think
tough crowd,
And do you think fat people think they're non-disciplined?
Well, they are.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I think people think that.
Well, it's a different kind. Some people are born with generic fatness. Some people like Jim Norton are just slovenly.
Generic fatness?
What?
Generic or
fatness.
genetic fatness, yeah.
Well, you don't have to make me look like an ass that I am on my own show.
I'm sorry, I didn't know what you were trying.
Remember I said I don't want to be self-deprecating on the show. You point out what an idiot I am and then I don't know generic from genetic. That doesn't make me...
Okay.
That makes you Colin deprecating.
Just let it go, Colin.
I will let it go. Now listen, I'd like to start with Nick and talk about an accurate stereotype about the different ethnic groups. Nick, your people, the Italians.
Oh, an accurate stereotype?
Yeah, it's a real one.
Obviously, you know, that we're all good cooks.
Yeah. It's true. That's what I always think of when I see Italians.
No, we're involved. We're all involved.
That's from today's paper. They're extorting money out of a restaurant. Nice original mob idea. Yeah. They did it in 1910. Why don't you change programs once in a while? Jeez.
Well, what is the Irish doing for their money? Blowing up children in England.
You know what? The Irish, that is a stereotype that is unbelievable. Irish really all are drunks. That really is true. You got to admit that. That really is true. I played music in a band one time. I played in this Irish bar in Queens, and I go up to the bar to ask for a drink. I go, can I get a drink? The bartender goes, are you with the band? I go, yeah. He goes, your first 8 are free. See that?
That's not true. A lot of Irish are not drunks. They're in AA. Now listen, who's next? What about your people, Kev?
Well, my people, I mean, you know, we got the common stereotypes. Our manhood, you know, us being the tough guys that we are, which I agree with. I'm a thug. I can say it. My mitts are tight and I throw punches.
Let's see what's up.
The thing about it is, we're known to knock guys like Colin out, especially the Irish, because most Irish hairline starts back here, and that annoys most black people. And if you look at Colin, it annoys me, but the only reason why I'm not going to hit him now is because we laugh. That's all.
And what about the legs?
The leg, well, Colin's legs are awful. You can see it. That's from drinking. His knees have stopped growing. If you look at him close, he looks like Bambi. He stands up and shakes.
Judy, give us a stereotype.
I don't think there are any stereotypes. You know, I'm sick of you people.
Stick around.